The arena fell silent as Elsa stepped onto the blood-stained sand. Above her, 1,000 alien eyes watched from the tiered stands of the Kravaxian combat pit. The observers came from dozens of species: scaled Therians, chitinous Vexcar, the hulking stone-skinned Gorath, all drawn by rumors of the human who fought with something the galaxy had forgotten: feral grace. Riza sat in the prisoner's gallery, chains binding his wrist to the obsidian bench. His jaw clenched as he watched Elsa roll her shoulders, her small frame dwarfed by the arena's vastness. 3 months ago, they'd been research partners on the colony ship Meridian. Now they were entertainment for the Krovaxian Empire's bloodthirsty elite. The human female, announced the arena master, his translator implant rendering his words into 1,000 languages simultaneously. Against Kravor, the rendered champion of 17 worlds. The gate opposite Elsa ground open. What emerged made even the hardened spectators lean forward. Kravor stood 4 meters tall, his carapace gleaming like black diamond. 6 arms ending in serrated claws, a maw that could swallow a human whole. He had killed warriors from every major species in the known galaxy. Elsa didn't move. She simply watched him approach, her breathing steady, her stance loose. She wore nothing but the simple gray tunic all prisoners received. No armor, no weapons except what the arena provided. A single vibroblade, its edge humming with molecular disruption technology. Kravor charged. What happened next would be discussed in hushed tones across the galaxy for years to come. Elsa didn't retreat. She flowed forward, her movement neither fast nor slow but perfectly timed. As Kravor's first strike descended, a blow that could pulverize battle steel, she was already gone, sliding beneath his reach. The vibroblade sang once and green ichor sprayed across the sand. The champion roared, spinning with terrifying speed, but Elsa moved like water finding its path. Always where he wasn't, always cutting, always bleeding him. There was no wasted motion, no hesitation, just the ancient calculus of predator and prey. And the galaxy was learning which role humans truly occupied. In the stands, a Therian cub turned to its parent. "Why is the apex wearing human skin?" It whispered in its clicking language. The parent had no answer. Riza had seen Elsa fight before. Once, when pirates boarded the Meridian. He'd watched her disarm 3 raiders with a fire extinguisher and a smile that never reached her eyes. But this was different. This was Elsa without civilization's leash, without the careful control she always maintained. This was what humans had been before they reached the stars, and what they still were beneath the veneer. Kravor was slowing now, his movements desperate. He'd fought berserkers who threw themselves at death without fear. He'd fought strategic geniuses who calculated every angle, but he'd never fought something that was both savage and smart, that combined the killer instinct of Earth's ancient predators with a mind that planned 3 moves ahead. Elsa severed his 3rd arm at the joint, then his 4th. Each strike precise, methodical. She was dismantling him the way a human butcher prepared meat. The arena had gone completely silent. Kravor fell to his knees, hemolymph pooling around him. Elsa stood before him, not even breathing hard. She looked up at the arena master's box where Warlord Kravix observed, his scaled face unreadable. "You wanted to see what makes humans dangerous," Elsa called out, her voice carrying across the arena. "It's not our technology. It's not our numbers. It's that we climb to the top of the food chain on a death world, and we remember every lesson the climb taught us." She drove the vibroblade through Kravor's primary heart. Mercy, not cruelty. A clean death. The arena erupted. Not in cheers, but in something else. A primal recognition. Fear. Respect. The understanding that they'd been watching something fundamental. Kravix stood from his throne. "Release the male human," he commanded. "Both will address my court." An hour later, Riza and Elsa stood in the warlord's chamber, still in their prison garments but no longer chained. Kravix studied them with eyes that had witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. "Your people have been in space for barely 2 centuries, he said. "Yet you fight like you were born to it." Explain this paradox. Elsa met his gaze without flinching. "We were born to it. Earth made us apex predators long before we built starships. We're just persistence hunters who learned to hunt between stars instead of across savannas." "And what do you hunt now, little apex?" "Our freedom," Riza said quietly. "And anyone who tries to cage us." Kravix's laugh was like grinding stones. "I have enslaved hundreds of species. None have spoken to me as you do. None have fought as you fight. He leaned forward. I offer you a choice. Join my war pride as champions, or die with honor in my arena. Elsa glanced at Riza, and he saw the calculation in her eyes, saw her weighing odds, planning moves, thinking like the predator she was. We'll join, she said, on one condition. Every human in your empire goes free. Impossible. Then we fight until one of us dies. But Warlord, I promise you this. We'll take a lot of your champions with us. And the galaxy will remember that humans don't submit. They'll remember what Earth breeds. She smiled, sharp and dangerous. Is your empire worth that lesson spreading to every species you've conquered? The chamber was silent for a long moment. You would make a magnificent warlord yourself, human Elsa, Krivik said finally. Very well. Your people will be freed, and you will teach my war pride what it means to fight like Earth's children. As they left the chamber, Riza leaned close to Elsa. Did you know he'd agree? No, she admitted. But I knew he'd respect the threat. Humans aren't the strongest or fastest, but we're the best at making others believe we're too dangerous to anger. Behind them, in the arena stands, the Therian cub asked its parent again, Why is the apex wearing human skin? This time the parent answered, Because that's not skin, little one. That's what apex looks like. The end.